All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. It's Saturday. It's time to go over the latest Vikings draft buzz.
It is Easter Saturday, to be more specific. Onebar's got his fancy Easter shirt on, and this video is brought to you by Happy Nuts. Links in the description. Do some shopping. Also, doing a giveaway, hashtag Happy Nuts in the comments. That giveaways include comfort cream, anti-chafing stick, also some comfort powder, and some other goodies from Happy Nuts. All right, let's hop into this. I've been collecting draft rumors all throughout the week, and you could probably guess a lot of these are quarterback specific.
Quarterback specific. I fully anticipate that. Let's roll. Let's do this.
They've all had their pro days, so those are on the book. So let's start right now. Kevin O'Connell giving J.J. McCarthy some very high praise. He said, when you turn on J.J.'s third down tape, you see pretty high level production. What does that normally lead to? Winning football games. J.J.'s got some really strong tape. This guy is a winner.
He is a winner, and I don't think he has to say anything. He's proven that he's a winner. I think he says very nice things about every quarterback. It's just building a mystery. Sarah McLachlan.
Oh,
building a mystery.
Well, to me, what's interesting here is like the biggest knock by all these draft experts when they talk about JJ McCarthy is his lack of third down production. Like that's the thing. Like they're saying the Wolverines weren't confident in him on third down. They'd run it instead, or have him run, not throw the ball on third down. So the fact that KOC said that, it goes in the face of everything you're hearing about JJ McCarthy.
I don't know if the Michigan really had that many third downs. Seems like they usually had first and second downs a lot of the time. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's going to keep saying the right things. He's going to sugarcoat everything. If he comes here and he's fantastic on third downs and throws it past the sticks, my pants will be very, very tight because we're not used to that. So one can only hope.
Maybe you're just buying the wrong size pants.
No, I'm pretty particular on the size pants I wear, and there's sometimes there's more room in there than others.
Yeah, I can understand that. Speaking of JJ McCarthy and teams that may be interested in him behind us or in front of us, the Giants are meeting with JJ McCarthy on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, this is that's rude. The Giants, that's really rude. This is a holiday. Let him hang out with his family. JJ, there's still time to cancel. And it's going to sit down and he's going to be like, I really appreciate this wonderful ham dinner. This is really nice. You're the Giants. I don't want to play for you. I want to play for the Vikings. They have a bunch of weapons, and you guys are horrible. And you made me come here on Easter.
I think they're going to put him on a leg hunt.
I don't know. They might. Clearly the Giants want him.
I don't think it's a smokescreen. I think they definitely want him. And I'm worried. I mean, even because the Cardinals, they may not give him as much as we can, but they can move down to 6 and still get a top wide receiver. They can't move to 11 and be guaranteed that. So that's what concerns me about that.
So pretend the Cardinals helmet just changed to a Giants helmet. Mm-hmm. So the Cardinals are on the clock. It's getting down. It's like less than 30 seconds. And clearly the Cardinals are working on something. They've already put the pick in. And all of a sudden it goes, bloop, bloop, and it's a Giants helmet. What my facial expression would be like this. Oh, whatever. Like, I'm not going to be upset.
If 3 quarterbacks already at the board and that's the 4th one, I'm going to be upset.
If the Giants go up and get him, then I'm not going to be mad about it because they're going to give up a haul. And clearly we weren't to the point where we weren't going to offer like 18 first round picks and they tapped out because clearly we'll be in the mix. But if the Giants beat us out for it, it's because they gave up more. And that's why I'm not going to care. I'll worry about the quarterback later.
I'll yell a big cuss word just because we've had, 3 months of expecting this to happen. And for the fact that it didn't, I would be very upset. I would eventually calm down and
it's just like forward. We got outbid. So it's fine. Like, that's why I'd be fine with it.
I know, but it just feels like the same thing repeating itself then.
Whatever. He's going to go to the Giants, and the Giants suck. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, yeah, they do suck. All right, according to Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, this was on K-Fan, he said, the Vikings have had their eye on this quarterback class for quite some time. I do think it's a good class of quarterbacks this year and something that we've really had our eye on. I know here in Minnesota, long before this process started, just knowing the type of players that would be available at that position. So a class they've been watching for a long time.
Yeah, that's why it gives me more hope. Like, if they actually don't get their guy, I mean, they've done their homework on everybody. Like, if we end up getting a Michael Penix or whoever, I just don't want Spencer Rattler or Bo Nix. So they yes, I'm sure they have vetted this thing up and down. Wow. But again, on the other side of that, it probably means that if they get into a bidding war with the Giants, they're going to not give a shit and just go give them whatever they want.
Yep. He also talked highly of Jaden Daniels. He said they asked about his can thrive in a pocket passing system. He said, no, I think he absolutely can. I think he's proven that. When you really dive into his tape, that's one of the exciting things about a player like Jaden Daniels is his pocket passing ability.
Yeah, just don't turn him into something he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Yeah,
damn it, Kevin. Let him do his thing.
He can sit tight. I love his anticipation. He throws before the receivers even order the breaks. That's what I love about Jaden Daniels.
Jesus, doesn't everybody?
No, not the way he does it, man. It's like an experienced player back there.
Wow. I hope
Vikings are, this is from Dan Graziano from ESPN. Vikings are desperate to move into the top 3, but only for the right guy. He alluded that Jaden Daniels may be that guy Minnesota's hoping falls to 3. If Washington takes Jaden Daniels, that might make the Vikings less motivated to go up if Daniels is the guy they like over Drake May.
Yeah, Graziano had a lot to say about the Vikings this week.
We're a hot talker.
Yeah. I mean, desperate to the top 3. Does that mean they don't like JJ McCarthy? Does that mean they don't like Drake May? Why isn't it desperate for the top 4?
Maybe so they can get the guy they want. I think that's probably it. You can actually, 3 you can choose. 4 you're getting whoever's left over. You're letting the other teams choose for you. God, I just don't like the word desperate. Desperate's not good. That sounds expensive.
I've been desperate.
I know. I remember.
Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team. Yeah. Desperate. It's the word's a little concerning. To the point where they just trade up and get somebody they might not want, but we'll see. I think there's a lot of teams desperate. The Giants are desperate. They're having freaking Easter dinner. JJ McCarthy. That's desperation.
Yeah, I wonder if Brian Dable's going to come out dressed as the Easter Bunny.
Oh God, you actually look pretty good.
Why is that carrot pink? That's what JJ's going to say.
Pink carrot means it's excited. Lipstick.
All right, this is Mike Tannenbaum. We already talked about this during the week, but let's talk about it again. In recent mock draft, he had the Vikings trading their 11th overall pick to the Cardinals for Kyler Murray and pick 66. At pick 23, the Vikings took Johnny Newton. I just think this is important just from to think about all possibilities about Kyler Murray with the 11th pick.
Yeah, nobody seemed to be very excited about that. Comments were just like, F that, F Kyler, no way in hell. I mean, the compensation's fine. And to get him in a big defensive tackle, I wouldn't be too upset about it. I'm not a big Kyler Murray guy, but I would be probably a pretty big Kyler Murray guy in this offense.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad fallback plan. I mean, if all the quarterbacks are gone, maybe see what the Cardinals would do. Shit
would just hit the fan. Could you imagine? So we only give up 11 for Murray?
Yeah. I think Justin Jefferson would be on board with it. I mean, I think they all think very highly.
Oh yeah, I think every Viking player would absolutely be on board with the thought of Kyler Murray coming here. As a Cardinals fan, I'd probably be cutting my ding dong off.
Yeah, because then what are they going to end up with?
I don't even know who their backup. I don't want to know who their backup is.
I'm sure it's very gross.
Sounds horrible.
All right, according to Ben Gosling, the top 3 quarterbacks are off the board. The Cardinals are where the Vikings need to look first in a potential trade-up. He says, I think the Cardinals have to be where you look first. If you're picking quarterback 4, you're not the only team that's going to be in the market for that player. The Broncos, I think, are going to be exploring the possibility of a move-up.
The Cardinals' backup quarterback is none other than Desmond Ridder.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
Desmond Ridder, Tex Ridder, Ditter. I don't know. I think the Chargers. Chargers are the team.
Here's the thing: the Chargers aren't going to trade the Broncos to get a franchise quarterback, so that would make the Cardinals the team the Broncos would have to call. I just don't think the Broncos are going to do it. They gave up so much shit to get Russell Wilson that completely blew up in their face. I can't see him making a huge investment again.
Yeah, well, Sean Payton needs to do something. He needs to win some games this year, so he might be a little desperation mode too. Maybe Graz will be talking about how desperate the Broncos are because they need to win, and they need to win now, and he probably won't be around to worry about those picks that they lose.
Yeah, but it's a rookie quarterback and put him over the edge in this desperate year.
Might give him some time. He might give him a little bit of time.
He needs to wipe that dirty butthole on his chin is what he needs to do. According to the Patriots, head coach Jared Mayo, the Patriots are not dead set on taking a quarterback at pick number 3. It's a priority right now, but with that being said, you have to really be in love with the guy to take him at number 3. So really all the options are still open for us from the head coach of the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've kind of said it from the start. I think the Patriots end up trading out. I mean, maybe it's the Vikings, but they need a lot more in a quarterback. They tried getting a quarterback, bringing it into that team. Mac Jones failed miserably. Get some other pieces.
And the Bob Sochi, the play-by-play boys for the Patriots, kind of backs that up. He says they're open to everything at pick 3. He said, my sense is they stay, and that's been the consensus here locally. If the right quarterback is there, I think they are open to everything because they have so many holes to fill, just like you.
I want them to stay at 3 and just take something just weird as shit. Joe Alt.
Yeah.
Just want them to take like Marvin Harrison Jr. I want a shocking pick more than ever this year because it's just slated as the quarterbacks 1, 2, and 3. And it's been a while since there's been a draft where we're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Barrel pick.
Top 5 pick. Something weird as shit's going to happen. It's just unexpected. And hopefully that's not the Vikings doing something just absolutely obscene.
I mean, you're not considering J.J. McCarthy at 2 of that pick. I mean,
I'm not. I'm just saying. I bet the Vikings are. Like everybody thinks we're on J.J. McCarthy's hog that we want him so bad. Like I just think that the Vikings want him, and I think they would absolutely take him as early as 2. It's not like I want them to, but I think anything is on the table. You can't believe anything. Drake May, Jaden Daniels, J.J. McCarthy.
According to Benjamin Albright, he thinks only 4 quarterbacks are going to be taken in the first round, and all go within the top 6 picks. So does this mean Bo Nix and Michael Penix are going in round 2?
If I had to bet on it, I would say that's absolutely right. The only way that another quarterback goes is if we don't get one and we take one at 23, or if we trade back in or something weird. Like I think we would be the team that would take the quarterback later because who else is gonna? I mean, the Broncos
Raiders need one. The Raiders can move back up and get one. I think Penix is going to go round 1. I think after his pro day, there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of steam that teams really like him, and he could be first round pick. So I think he's going to go in the first round. And I can think
who else
like
everybody liked? Malik Willis.
You could go through a ton of teams or ton of players in the past.
I don't think Penix will go in round 1. I don't think Nix will either.
I don't think Nix will. I think Penix will, but
sounds like a draft day wager.
It does sound like a draft day wager. We'll figure out a nice compensation for that. According to Dan Graziano, like you said, he's had a busy week. His prediction is that the Vikings will package 3 first-rounders, including future years, and move up to number 3. The pick might surprise you. I could see Washington pulling a bit of surprise and selecting May at 2, and the Vikings ending up with Daniels to pair with Jefferson, 2 LSU products in this offense for years to come.
You said 3 first-rounders and future compensation?
Well, I think it just means including future years. So I'm guessing 2 this year and 1 next year, which I think we all expect.
If we go up to 3 and get Jaden Daniels, poppin' bubbly, baby.
That would be
poppin' bubbly.
Absolutely amazing. Our boy Jordan Reed predicted the Vikings will also present a trade package to the Patriots with an offer they can't refuse for pick number 3. He has it including picks number 11, 23, 2025 first to select Drake May or Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that seems to be the compensation. Everybody seems to be completely on board with that. And so am I.
Absolutely. All right. So according to, this is all about Jaden Daniels at 2. NFL Draft Scout believes he's still going to be the Commander's pick at 2. He thinks the Vikings moving up to pick 2 seems like a big long shot at this point. And then you had Chip Kelly. Did you see what Chip Kelly said after?
I don't give a shit what Chip Kelly said.
After the pro day, he said he's excited to see Jaden Daniels make plays for Washington.
Wow. Chip Kelly. That's why he's been on 48 teams in the last 6 years. Wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he flat out said it.
Weird.
He said, I'm excited for them to make plays for Washington.
You think the Washington brass took him in a room afterwards? Like Chip, what are you doing, man? We have to fire you now.
Yeah, it was surprising.
Did he have his visor on?
No, he didn't have a visor on, but he's
amazed.
All right, Bucky Brooks said the Vikings are the best fit for quarterback Drake May. Minnesota, to me, stands out as the best place for him. Kevin O'Connell is a stone-cold killer as a play caller. You have Josh McCown in the building, who is a good quarterback developer, who also has a relationship with Drake May from high school. To me, it's a no-brainer. The Minnesota Vikings are the place where Drake May can absolutely go and become a superstar because it's all right there for him.
Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard to disagree with. Like the weapons he has, the way Drake May plays, he could come out right out of the gates and put up 30-plus touchdowns as a rookie and just a shit ton of yards. I mean, he might throw 25 interceptions, but yeah, I think he would explode. Where Jaden Daniels might take a little bit longer, might not be as might not have the girth right out of the gates. But yeah, Drake May would be fun.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit, and I think they said that's about every prospect how good this fit is for them. And it's right.
But Drake May is just got that arm.
I do. I agree. I love him. All right, this is another one from at NFL Draft Scout. Multiple NFL teams have J.J. McCarthy ahead of Drake May now. A high-ranking evaluator I spoke to this week said McCarthy's winning resume, upset as a mobile quarterback, and impeccable poise under pressure all graded out higher for them than May.
Oh, good for them.
Well, and here's the thing. I think a lot of people are forgetting, like, J.J. McCarthy was on a very, very, very good team last year. Drake May's team was ass. His O-line was shit. He had he had like one receiver to throw to. He was basically trying to do everything himself. If you watch some of these plays and the pressure he had to face, I mean, it was instant. Like the guards would be going the wrong way. The player would be going left, and the guard would go right and open up a huge lane. I mean, Drake May had no help last year. So I think that's kind of being forgotten in a lot of this.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot easier to swallow for Vikings fans too if Drake May goes to 3 and we trade up for him, opposed to trading up to 3 and get JJ McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would all sleep a little bit tighter.
A little bit tighter. I think this is the last one here. So the Vikings are looking at a lot of defensive tackles, bringing in a lot of pre-draft visits with defensive tackles. Some of those names are Michael Hall Jr., Byron Murphy II, Christian Boyd, Taki Taimani. Yeah. So,
Evan Anderson. I think they're bringing in Evan Anderson too.
Yeah, they did. They're at the LSU Pro Day, and so they got to look at the LSU guys too. So a lot of D tackles. And some of these guys, it's kind of interesting because, I mean, Murphy's looking like a first rounder. Hall's probably a second rounder. So, I mean, just doing due diligence here, they plan on moving around the board.
I would, if you had to take the over, the Vikings getting a LSU defensive lineman, I'm taking the over on that.
Yeah, I think they'll end up with somebody.
Absolutely.
Probably one that we don't know.
They should be looking at every single defensive lineman because they forgot to address it in free agency. So get your quarterback. Every other pick can be a defensive lineman. I would be completely fine with that.
They didn't forget. They went to like the close to expired shelf. They went to TJ Maxx. Where they put the price on the stuff with the black marker.
You'd be nice to Jerry Tillery.
You started it. You're the one who said he got shit.
I just said they didn't address it. You started to get personal.
An interesting player in here. The Vikings, I think 3-4 times when they met with him, Christian Boyd from University of Northern Illinois. If we don't get him, I will actually be surprised if he does not end up being a Viking. We met with him so much.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams have met with him, though. I think there's a lot of intrigue there around old Chris. I would like him. I would like him a lot. I will admit, just random thought here. There's a couple positions like offensive tackle and safety.
Yeah.
If we draft one of those guys, there's a 95% chance I'm not going to know who the hell it is, even if it's like in early as round 4. I have not looked at tackles. I have not looked at safeties. I haven't looked much at inside linebackers.
Yeah.
There's very, very key positions. I hope we don't draft them and be like, I don't know.
Every year that happens, like Jay Ward last year, I didn't really look at him because I wasn't really focused on a safety at all. Yeah, but I think tackle is actually a position we should start looking at because the depth is horseshit. We really could use another tackle at some point. One more thing, Alec Lewis from The Athletic, he just said if the Vikings are unable to trade up, look for them to get a defensive tackle. 2 names to monitor. He mentions Byron Murphy and Jerzon Newton.
Inner quarterback.
Jerzon Newton.
Better.
So, yeah. I do feel like that's the plan B.
Should be. It should be.
So that is it. Those are your draft rumors for the week. I'll be collecting again. Do this next week. This has become one of my favorite segments of the week. I love just going over these.
It is good. It is good. It keeps us abreast on all the news, nuggets, rumors, smoke screens, everything.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Remember this too when you're thinking about these rumors of the draft. The tradition of Easter ham goes back thousands of years, which doesn't make sense.